Hey guys, MartyBoots here. Today I just wanted to talk about Sol. Sol has been one of the most important coins this cycle. Obviously meme coin's been running very hot, and Sol itself has one of the biggest, largest gains from the lows, and especially for a large cap. It's been a powerful coin. A lot of people thought it was dead in the last cycle. I actually called for a 94% drop in our live trading room. Up here and all through this drop. And we waited for a 94% drop. If I can get that properly, and you can see exactly where a 94% drop is. Right, if I can get it correctly, well, that's pretty good enough. But you can see right there where a 94% drop is. That's where I had told members to be buying Sol. Now the truth is, when it got down there was so much FUD about FTX collapsing. It was a scary coin to be buying, right? But that was the prediction, to drop that much. And the worry is now, though, that we are into a major, major, major double top, right? If you look at this double top, this is a stop hunt or a failure above the previous highs, right? I've been trading for 17 years, and I've seen many, many examples of this over the years that end up falling away and actually crashing. This could turn into distribution before falling away again. I mean, I think Litecoin and many other coins, Litecoin was a very strong coin. It was number 3 in the market cap. It was actually number 2 in the total market cap, if you remember. I don't know how long you guys have been trading or have been in the crypto market, but Litecoin used to be number 2 behind Bitcoin, and there was a fight between Ethereum and Litecoin, and Litecoin came up and kind of stop hunted like this at the all-time highs or something like that as well, and rolled away. But many other coins, altcoins, have done that, and they had failures and end up distributing and dropping back down and crashing. So we have seen it before. It's nothing new, but those coins, Litecoin and all the rest, were not as fundamentally sound as Sol. Sol, has a lot of developers, a lot of coins, a lot of building on it. It's making a lot of money. There's a lot of arguments to say Sol is, very powerful and is going to try and fight Ethereum. Now that's open to debate, but some people do think that Sol could even take over Ethereum's second highest market cap this cycle. And I'll get into that in a little minute. I've got an example from Ethereum as well. Actually, maybe we can just look at it right now. Anyway, guys, yeah. So here's the Ethereum fractal, kind of similar to Ethereum back in 2017, as you can see here. You get the flat base, you get the large move up, you get the large move up, you get the consolidation here in this base that, if we look at it, it is actually some sort of a triangle, as you can see there. I just took off my moving averages for now. Now, did I draw that correctly, or whatever way you want to draw that in there? It could be drawn maybe at a steeper pace as well. Whatever way, I'm not saying it fits absolutely perfect, but you can see that there's something there similar to Ethereum. Now, this is more consolidation, more months in here, of course, but there is, that type of similar structure. So now is the time for Sol to prove to the market, to the crypto market, that it is the next Ethereum, or it's going to continue to consolidate and maybe distribute and fall away and crash. So it is coming to the time it needs to start proving itself. I thought this was a very interesting fractal. As much as we talked about it is a double top, right? We talked about it. It is the double top here. You can see it is failing, but there is something here that reminds me of Ethereum. If you remember, if any of you guys were trading back in 2017, I remember it well. I remember this pattern well, and I remember it building and then absolutely exploding. I remember the very day this started to break out, actually. So, yeah, here we are again, right? There is similarities. There's a little bit of deja vu. The Trump inauguration coming up. that it's a double-edged sword. I mean, of course, we think Trump should be good for the market, but sometimes these politicians don't live up to the hype, and they can let people down. Maybe it's the S&P 500. That's the other most important factor, is the S&P 500, right? If the S&P 500 is going to have a bad year and roll away, well, this is more likely to get into distribution and fall away, right? So we need to watch the S&P 500 very, very carefully. We need to watch this structure, this pattern. As you can see, this little small candle here, this could turn out to be that little small candle that could set off the rally from, if we look into this, just say this is the small candle that might drop for the end to the end of this month. We push up in February, a nice big candle, March, and even April, right? This market could be topped out by April if the same thing happens. There might be only 3 months left, right? If you look back here, this market topped out basically here. This was May. This was April, right? This is this is the 1st of May. Okay, 1st of May in here, and it pushed up into the end of it. And this is the 1st of June, right? So in May, it did basically top out. If you check the stats and the volume, this move here, there was no real volume in many coins, and it was pushed up on light volume, and that's why we crashed. Okay, so the main top in the market could be as soon as May, right? If the same pattern plays out, right? So I'm just saying it's not guaranteed, but I'm just saying if this went into this parabolic move like Ethereum did in the next few months, you need to be ready. You need to be prepared. You need to be on guard. If you miss it, you miss it, guys. It's all over. You need to wait another 4 years. So, if you want some help trading it, come on and check us out. We have a group of fantastic members, a great group, powerful tools. I must show you a tool that we have right now, actually. Great education, and we're in there 24/7, looking to capitalize on these moves. So the link is below in the description. Come on and check us out. But this to me is a extremely interesting fractal. If we're going to be bullish, it's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. It's unlikely to be a choppy move higher. These coins, like you can see here, boom, boom, boom. If we're breaking out above all-time highs, there is no liquidity. There is no orders in the order book up here blocking it. That's why this went boom, boom, boom. See these 3 candles as well? And look here, when you broke out the first time as well, what happened? Boom, boom, boom. 3 candles when you broke above the high, right? It's a very natural process because there's no orders in the order book here. It allows for fast and furious price action before topping out the market potentially. Of course, we consolidated here and went higher, but Sol is getting into a large market cap, and if we got 3 moves up here, it would be maybe $500 billion company or something like that. Or I forget. I think that's at $500. Don't quote me on those numbers, but so that's it, guys. 8 minutes into the video. Let me show you one of our tools. Yeah, very quickly, I just want to show you one of our tools here. Extremely powerful sentiment tool. You can see here, it started calling the bull. This is a weekly chart now. I can refine this down by going down lower, another time frame lower down to the 3-day chart. I'll just show you here first. You can see right here, it gave a buy for Sol right down here, right? Right down here, as you can see in here, it gave the buy. We were already green on the larger time frames, and from a buy there, you can see this went powerfully higher. Now, but look where it topped out. Now, the fact it was dropping so fast is a warning sign. It tells you to be careful in the market. The market is topping out, okay? And the drop on this, but it gave confirmation here, right up in here on this, see the wick candle, that large wick candle? This is where it started to say the market is done. This is done. You need to sell your Sol and you need to get out, okay? This is a short-term bearish trend, was telling us it was bearish. And you can see right down here, it was continued to be bearish. The entire drop right down to here. Look at this. In the market. Then it started to level off. This started to level off a little bit. But the medium term was still red. This was still bearish, as you can see. And the longer term trend flipped red, obviously, here, and we continued to be red. But where did it all flip green again? Where did it flip green? Okay, well, I'll draw a line on it just so we can see. You can see that right there is where it started to flip green. Now, the last one was a little bit later, to be fair, flipping green, because this is the larger time frames. But if I go down to a lower time frame, it'll give an earlier signal, right? It actually told you the bull market was over. It completely confirmed and says the bull market is over here, right? That's the safe place to be buying there. But of course, you could have front ran that and bought when the two of them flipped green, possibly. You could have started accumulating here and here, because you know it's down 97%, I think it was. Let's go to the 3-day chart very quickly. I want to cut this video off very, very soon. Now, you can see here, if I go to the 3-day chart, where did the bull, you can see right here, the bull market started here when they all went green, when they all flipped green, down in here, right? This is when it says the bull market is starting, and you can see the ramp up there. Price ramped up into the bull market. It was still green, but look at the weakness here. This is a bearish divergence. The price went higher, this went lower. And you can see then the bearish divergence led, and it was telling, up here it was warning you the top was coming, because this is bearish divergence, right? It's getting weak, and this is starting to drop. It started to flip red right here. Right in there was the first red flip. That's a major, major warning that this is done, right? Then it stayed red. Your medium-term time frame flipped red as well. They continued to tell you they did flip for a shorter-term bounce, right? If you wanted to trade the shorter-term bounce, that's okay, right? But then they all flipped red again, right down in here. But again, if you go out to the weekly chart, this all remained red, right? These are shorter-term time frames, so it'll pick up the bounces like this, okay? And you can see then this entire drop then, it was showing red, red, red. There is a bit of a bounce in here. That's probably a 50% bounce in there, guys. Do we want to look at it just to, it doesn't look like much when you're zoomed out, but there's a 73% bounce there. That's why this is green, right? It's a 73% bounce, okay? But you can see again, it's flipping red. It's telling you to be careful. Warning, 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 warning the whole way. And you can start to see here that it starts to get a bit green. This is a smaller time frames. But when the larger time frame flips green right here, this is where you want to be starting to accumulate again, right? You could have started accumulation here, obviously here as well. But if you zoom out to the larger time frames on the weekly told you here, and the 3-day was telling you in here, right? So you can see where it's telling you to reaccumulate again. Extremely powerful. And not only if you followed the larger time frames, it shows you that you're in the market, because this has not flipped. You're in the bear market. Sorry, it shows you you're still in the bear market, and there is you can see the rise here, right? I just want you to see this and be clear about it. It is, you notice the rise, right? That is rising. It's not dropping. Dropping would be a sign that the bear market is not over. This was warning you. And look at the rise here, right? This rise here. It's getting, the bears are losing a foothold on the market. And you can see that the bear market was over. It's telling you to start accumulating. And here, and you can see the move up. And from, even if you just stuck to the weekly chart, that's a 10x gain, right? Look at the longer term trend. It's still green, guys. Because this is still green, it is still giving hope that we can still move up. But look here, you need to watch for this weakness. See, this top was way weaker than this top. That's a bearish divergence, right? Bearish divergence. And, at this point, we don't have bearish divergences. So there is hope yet that Sol can still moon to the upside. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you need help trading it, come on and check us out. The link is below in the description. Thanks for watching. And let's see what we get. One very last thing here, guys. As you can see, Sol, if I can keep that on the chart there, you can kind of see that this looks like a giant cup and handle pattern, right? And the target of that is close to $500. Now, sometimes we get overshoots of that, sometimes obviously undershoots of that, but that looks like a giant head and shoulders pattern, and it would be fantastic, of course, if this could start to run like Ethereum did in 2017. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.